Okay, instead of just doing a regular review of my DeWalt miter saw, I've decided to make it a head-to-head and put it up against my Workforce miter saw. I'll let you make your decision at the end. I won't be biased at all. Okay, starting off with the price alone, I think everybody's going to see that the Workforce is a lot softer on your pocket. Both of these miter saws are your standard compound sliding miter saws. They both attach nicely to your DeWalt miter saw stand. For the DeWalt, it actually has a light on and off switch that lights up your work area while you're cutting. When you pull the arm down, the light actually casts a shadow across the blade, making a black mark across the object that you are cutting. Although there is no light on the Workforce, there is a laser beam that actually marks your object that you're cutting with precision and accuracy. Here you can see I just slide my cut mark right to the laser beam, and that's exactly where the saw blade will come down on it. Both come with an easy adjustable and removable locking clamp to keep your board secure in place while cutting. One benefit the DeWalt has over the Workforce is that if you combine the 12-inch blade with the miter slide of 8 inches, it gives you a total of about 15 inches of cutting surface. On the other hand, the Workforce has an 8 1/4 inch blade plus the ability to slide 4 inches to give you a total of about 7 inches of cutting surface. A while ago I replaced the table insert with my own homemade insert made of plywood. This allowed me to cut fine pieces of wood without having to use tape to control the splintering. I've had this Workforce now for over 20 years and I kept it even though it does not completely cut through your piece of wood. This is because the fence is not movable, and of course I'm a blockhead. Now the DeWalt fence is not movable either, but it does cut completely through your piece of wood. One nice feature is that the table insert is adjustable and can be moved really close to your blade to prevent splintering on fine woods. Just remember to adjust the insert back before doing any tilt cuts. As you can see here, I'm cutting a piece of pine without any tape, and it really gives you a nice clean cut. Adjusting for angled cuts is simple with the Workforce. Spring ball bearings pop into place to give you factory accurate settings. This can slightly hamper your ability to set the cut to fractions in between 5 degrees or more. Listen closely and you can hear them pop into place. The DeWalt has a very tight, easy glide that allows you to set your angle to perfect cuts with the factory settings. This is unsurpassed against any miter saw I have ever used. One feature on the Workforce that really scares me though is after you're done cutting your piece of wood, the blade tends to run. There's no break for it. Now this is covered by the shield guard, but it is possible to cut yourself while reaching for your cut piece of wood. The DeWalt has a nice safety feature that stops the blade as soon as you stop cutting. The DeWalt has more table space than the Workforce, but then again this is negated if you are using a miter saw stand. On the Workforce, beveled cuts can only be cut in one direction. Simply loosen the bevel lock and adjust to the desired position. Factory settings allow you to quickly replace your saw into the 90-degree position. Beveled cuts are easy with the DeWalt. Simply loosen the bevel lock and adjust to your desired position. The DeWalt can cut bevels in either direction, so that's one positive over the Workforce. One negative point is that the scale is not easily read from the back of the saw. The bevel measurement guide is very smooth and allows very subtle transitions with precision. It is very important to remember to slide back the top portion of the fence before beveled cut, or serious damage or injury could occur. Due to the flaw in my Workforce and its inability to cut all the way through a piece of wood, I have never once used it to make a beveled cut. Returning these saws to their upright position is very easy with both due to the very accurate factory settings. Both saws stow easily with hooks and latches that keep them in secure positions. Once completely stowed, the Workforce measures 30 inches from sidebar to sidebar. These sidebars can easily be removed, but it's just more of a hassle. At just 25 inches deep, the Workforce does not take up a lot of space compared to other miter saws. The DeWALT has a pretty big footprint. From miter slide to lock clamp is close to 1 yard. At 24 inches, it is actually less deep than the Workforce when properly stowed. The Workforce is light and easily carried. At 6'3" and 200 pounds, I find the DeWALT a very heavy tool. So there you have all the facts. Just remember, a new sharp saw blade can improve any miter cut. So it's your call. Is it worth the price tag? I thought so. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Jon's Do It Yourself.